Again I slept. Again the steeple clock tolled out the hour on the Christmas morning air.
Wake up, man, wake up! I am the ghost of Christmas presents. Look upon me, man. Know me better.
Before me stood a spirit, giant in size, clear-eyed and smiling. On its head there was a crown of holly. It held a great lighted torch high in the air, filling the room with a ruddy glow. I stared at him, more in wonder than in fear. And then the second spirit laughed.
Have you never seen the like of me before?
Never.
What? You've never walked with my brothers?
Have you many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800. One for every Christmas since the first. Will you come with me, man?
I've seen the Christmases of the past. They brought me no joy.
Oh, come along, man, come along. I will show you the Christmas of today. There lies the world below you. Look, Ebenezer Scrooge, and tell me what you see.
I see the brightness of 1,000,000 fires burning on 1,000,000 hearths. I see families joined together,
making merry
over nothing. I see children with their bright new toys,
laughing,
and invalids on their sick beds,
smiling with new hope.
I see a place where miners live, who labor in the bowels of the earth.
And even they are happy on this night.
Yes, they appear so. And there at sea, look, a ship tossed by the wind. And on the ship 2 sailors join hands
to wish each other joy.
Yes, all this I see.
And all this is the spirit of Christmas. Come with me now. There is a miserable room in a miserable house where lives a man that you know well. There. Do you see him?
Why, that's my clerk, Bob Cratchit. But the others, I know them not.
Bob Cratchit has a wife and children. 5 children. And all these mouths are fed and bodies clothed on the 15 shillings which you so kindly give him every week.
A wife and children? I never knew that.
You might have known. You never asked.
That child, the youngest of the 5, he has a crutch. He is a cripple?
The crutch supports his body. His spirit stands alone.
Well, now, children, your father's here. Chairs to the table. Peter, fetch the goose. Martha, the potatoes need your hand. Oh, Bob, they're such a goose.
Tiny Tim could tell you that, couldn't you, Tim?
I smelled it, Mother. I could smell it coming up the stairs.
My little one. And was he a good boy at church, Bob?
As good as gold, eh, Tiny Tim?
It was nice to be in church this morning, Mother. I wanted everyone to see me.
Why, Tiny Tim?
Because I'm a cripple. And if people see a cripple on Christmas Day, why, then they'll remember that this is God's day. And it's God who makes the cripples walk and the blind to see.
Tiny Tim.
Well, isn't it, Mother?
Yes, dear.
Isn't it, Father?
Who else, my son?
And he'll make me walk, too. Someday I'll just throw away my crutch, and I'll never have to use it again. Will I, Father?
Never. Why, you're growing stronger every day. Feel his arm, Mother. Just feel it.
Feel my arm, Mother. Feel my arm.
A poor feast. A goose no larger than your hand might cover. But the Cratchits are not hard to please.
There never was such a goose. I don't believe there ever was such a goose cooked. The tenderness, the flavor.
And the stuffing.
And now the pudding. A very small pudding for so large a family.
A wonderful pudding, wonderful. Children, I regard this pudding, I say, as the greatest success achieved by Mrs. Cratchit since our marriage.
Hooray!
And now a toast. A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us. Merry Christmas, my dears.
God bless us, everyone.
The feast is over. The Cratchits all gathered round the fire now, and Tiny Tim will sing to them. Just one short tune before he's off to bed.
Tiny Tim. He's so pale, so thin. Tell me, will he live? Spirit, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered, the child will die.
No, no, say he will be spared. Tell me he will be spared.
Do you worry? Why? If he be like to die, why then he had better do it, and decrease the surplus population.
Spirit, stop, don't go. There must be others in the world, poor and in want.
Are there no prisons?
Hear me, they can be helped.
Are there no prisons? Are
Spirit.
there no workhouses?
Spirit, stay, come back, come back. The spirit had gone. I was alone in the windswept street, my shoulders bowed with shame. From far off, I heard the hours strike. And looking up, I beheld the third of the spirits. It was a phantom, shrouded in a long black robe. A hood concealed its face, but from the folds of the robe a thin white hand was outstretched toward me, beckoning.
I am the ghost of Christmas yet to come. I will show you the shadows of things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us.
Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen.
Come. Look there. Do you know this street, Ebenezer Scrooge?
I do. My business is here. But that building is strange to me.
It will be built in years to come. Do you know those two men walking there?
I know them well. They are my friends.
Hear what they say.
Well, old Scratch has got his own at last, eh?
Well, so I hear. When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
What was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die. What's he done with his money?
Oh, I don't know. Left it to his business, probably.
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't give it away.
Cold, isn't it?
Did you hear, Ebenezer Scrooge?
What man is that who died? They did not say his name.
Come. Tell me now what you see.
A room. A dark and gloomy chamber. On the bed a figure lies covered with a shroud. Someone is dead in this room.
Remove the shroud and look upon his face.
I am afraid.
Remove the shroud.
It is my own face that I see. My own.
You are dead, Ebenezer Scrooge.
But why am I alone? Why is there no one here?
There are none to mourn you.
Not one voice lifted in prayer. Not one tear shed. Alone in the dark forever.
Alone.
No, there must be someone. I have friends.
Those men we heard upon the street, they were your friends. Come.
Where do you take me now? A graveyard. Have I not seen enough of death?
You looked in vain for mourners at your bed. Now see the face of one lost in grief, a figure by a gravestone, kneeling in the fresh-turned earth.
Why, it's Bob Cratchit. It's Bob Cratchit kneeling there, but why?
Why? Death has passed his humble house and laid a wreath upon his step.
But the grave, it's such a small grave. Is it? Did Tiny Tim die?
Hear the father mourning for the son.
I wish that you could see this place, Tiny Tim. There's grass here such as you've never seen before. And flowers, too, and birds. You'll like it here, Tiny Tim. There'll be no pain, and you can throw your crutch away at last. And you won't be alone either, for I'll come here every Sunday as I promised, And as I walk home, I'll feel your tiny weight upon my shoulder, the way we used to walk, eh, Tim? And I'll hear your laugh, and I'll see your smile, and I'll think to myself, why, he's here just as he always was. He's here, Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim, born 1838, departed this life, aged 7 years. Must this be? Must that father cry out his heart upon a gravestone? Tell me this must not be.
There was a man named Ebenezer Scrooge. He might have saved this child.
He will. Let me have one chance. It was promised me if I altered my life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The Spirit of God shall strive in me, I swear. Only tell me that I may sponge away the writing on that gravestone. Tell me. Suddenly I was back in my room, and the sun was streaming through the window. I had a sudden fear that Christmas Day had passed. With a cry, I sprang from my bed and threw open the window. You there, boy! What day is this?
Eh?
What day?
Today? Why, it's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. I haven't missed it. Hello there, my fine fellow.
Hello.
Do you know the poulterers at the corner?
I should hope I did.
Oh, an intelligent boy. Have they sold the prize turkey that was hanging there?
What? The turkey as big as me?
Ha ha, delightful boy. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Is it still there?
It's hanging there now.
Then go and buy it, boy.
Yahoo!
No, I'm in earnest. Here's the money. Go and buy it. Tell him to send it to Bob Cratchit's house. And whatever's left is for you. And hurry, boy, hurry. I've been invited to my nephew's for dinner.
I'm going.
And boy,
Yes, sir?
Merry Christmas, boy. Merry Christmas. And a Merry Christmas it was. I had the pleasure that day of dining with my nephew and his family. A rare treat, I discovered. And I was fortunate enough to meet the gentleman who had asked me for a contribution. Oh, he was surprised when old Scrooge pressed the money on him. And Cratchit, I had the double pleasure of raising his salary to such a figure that his eyes bulged almost from their sockets. A rare day, a rare treat all around. Yes, that was a Christmas for you. And I may tell you that Tiny Tim did not die. He's well and growing stronger day by day. A fine boy. I'll see him tonight at dinner, for this is Christmas once again. Yes, I keep Christmas now, for I have learned this, that no greater glory is given us than the love of fellow man, for in that love is love of God. May we keep Christmas always. May its fires burn forever in our hearts. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us every one.